Most people associate traveling with hectic airports, overpriced foods, and the stress of navigating airport gate changes. But did you know that above the hustle and bustle of most airports lies an area filled with workstations, free food, free drinks, and even spas and showers to make traveling an enjoyable experience rather than hectic and stressful before even arriving at your destination? Of course, I'm speaking about airport lounges, which I always thought were mostly reserved for wealthy businessmen and frequent flyers who had money to spare on such luxuries. But over the past couple of months, my questions about airport lounges have been answered, as I've had the chance to experience them firsthand. And today's video is all about bringing you along the journey with me to a variety of airport lounges to see how you can get in, what these lounges offer, and whether or not they're actually worth it or just hyped up. This video will answer all of these questions. Most large airports have at least one lounge available, with many even offering a variety of lounges from various providers. First, you'll typically get the airline branded lounges, which include, say, United Club, Delta Sky Club, the Maple Leaf lounges by Air Canada, lounges by Air France. You get the picture. Second, we have Plaza Premium lounges, which are located in over 250 airports worldwide, and that can be accessed by anyone for a fee. More exclusive and harder to get into, there's the Centurion lounges offered by American Express, which we'll speak about shortly. And then finally, we have Priority Pass lounges, which have over 1,300 locations worldwide. The main thing you're probably wondering, other than if there's unlimited free alcohol in lounges, spoiler, there usually is how you can get into these lounges yourself, and luckily, there are a couple of simple ways to achieve this. The main way most travelers gain access to airport lounges is through a special credit card, and this happens to be the way that I've gained access to airport lounges through my American Express Platinum card. This is by far the simplest and most popular way to gain lounge access, but can be quite pricey, as the credit cards that do offer lounge access, they generally come with a high annual fee. For example, the Platinum card has a $799 annual fee in Canada, or a $695 annual fee if in the United States. So the frequency at which you visit lounges, along with your use of these cards' other benefits, will be the determining factor as to whether or not it's worth it for you. What's great about the American Express Platinum card, though, is that it offers you unlimited access for you and a guest to all non-airline branded airport lounges worldwide, which can be worth thousands of dollars a year if you're a frequent flyer. And by the way, you can check out my video right here on the Amex Platinum card if you're interested. The second way people gain lounge access is by flying first class internationally, where generally airlines will allow you to access their respective lounge with a first class ticket. But honestly, at the price of first class tickets anyways, you're probably better off just getting a credit card that offers tons of other perks anyways. That brings down the true annual cost of the card. And finally, the third way to gain access is by simply purchasing a single entry pass, which is generally going to run you anywhere from $50 to $60 per person per entry, which is pretty unaffordable in my opinion. If you're traveling more than a couple times a year, it doesn't really make sense to pursue. That said, you cannot buy a single entry pass to the Centurion lounges. These are exclusive to Platinum and Centurion card holders. Okay, so now that you have a better idea of what airport lounges are and how you can gain access to them, let's compare a couple of lounges on my recent trip to Europe to see what they're like and if they're worth it. The first lounge that I was able to access was the Aspire Lounge at the Ottawa Airport that overlooks the tarmac, which was really nice. The seating arrangement was honestly really great, as it had different types of seating depending on what you were looking to accomplish. And in this video, we can see that the lounge was empty, which happened to be right after dinner when a bunch of travelers ended up leaving. So a great opportunity to film these clips while enjoying the sunset. The lounge also had a high table section for working while waiting on your flight, if that's what you're into. And there were a lot of business people taking advantage of this section, especially considering that there were tons of outlets to charge your devices. Overall, just a great space to work compared to anywhere in the general airport. One of my favorite parts was also the separate and super clean bathrooms, which is a breath of fresh air compared to the public ones that are usually disgusting for some reason. Now, I know what you're probably thinking, how was the food? So I didn't get as many clips of this as I thought, but they had lemon chicken, beef stew, rice, butter chicken, soups, cereals, and a whole bunch of other snacks available, along with beer on tap and a wide selection of soft drinks and spirits, along with a nice coffee machine, all accessible and unlimited. This is me sitting in the comfy chair after eating a couple of plates of butter chicken. The second lounge that I tried out was the National Bank Lounge in the Montreal airport, which I had access to with the Platinum card once again. This was a very different looking lounge with a lot more seating and space. The food at this lounge was also pretty decent. They had a couple different options for main courses. I ended up going with this sort of beef dish that was really good. I had a couple plates of that as well because why not load up before the long haul flight? So that's my experience at 3 different airport lounges offered in different airports and by different providers. Unfortunately, I haven't had the opportunity to try out the Centurion lounges as there aren't any yet in Canada, and the closest one to me is in New York City, but I'll be going to Los Angeles soon, so I'll get the chance to visit the one at LAX, which I'm really looking forward to. Most Centurion lounges, which can only be accessed through having a Platinum card, Centurion card, and a couple of other specific Amex cards, seem to offer some of the best food, coolest settings, and drink menus out of all lounges available. Alright, so the question that's on everyone's mind at this point, are the airport lounges worth it based on my experience? The short answer is yes. I think they're worth it if you travel quite a bit, even as little as 4 times per year, especially if you also have someone with you each time, as they also get access with your Platinum card. And remember that 4 travels essentially means at least 8 lounge visits, right? Because you're going on your way out and on your way back, and even more so if you have layovers. Additionally, above just the monetary aspect, lounges have been way more relaxing than in the other areas of the airport that just have a ton of hustle and bustle, making it hard to relax and get any work done if that's what you're trying to accomplish while waiting for your flight. The food selection is always pretty great and definitely a huge bonus if you're eating a couple of plates as well. We all know how expensive airport food can be, and dinner for 2 at an airport restaurant with a drink each can easily be $100 after tax and tip. And I also found it really practical to be able to grab to-go snacks for the flight in case you're hungry, rather than spending out of pocket on the flight or waiting for the meals that are complimentary and are only every couple of hours on long flights exclusively. So that pretty much covers the airport lounges. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'd love to hear your experience with them down below in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're interested in more content about credit cards, traveling, as well as investing and personal finance. And if you want to check out the Platinum card for yourself, there's a link down below in this video's description to sign up for it and get the best sign up bonus equivalent to a free flight in your first year. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.